And we back. New animal. My chicken. Me chicken. Me chicken. What should we name this? New member of our farm. Fee. Feeder. Casually talking about some spiritually transformative experiences during this one. And let's let her out. Yeah, let's let her out. I'm so happy I can pick them up and snuggle them. Okay. You need to put them down. This is still so different than from the Harvest Moon. It's like it just gives Sims, but in a totally different way for sure. But it's still totally giving me Sim vibes. But this is still so great. You know what? I didn't even buy bird feed, bro. Wow, bro. Still learning how to work recamo. I already forgot where in the fuck I ordered. Oh my gosh, I keep cursing. Forgot where I got it. Oh yeah. Can't order. Bird dog. That's good that you can buy fodder instead of just a good fodder like back in the game. That's one thing on Harvest Moon, you can only get like good fodder. You can buy regular. So did I confirm that shit? Okay, yeah. I put the chicken back up. I put Fifi back up. Another cutscene! Oh my gosh, it's Bay! Back in my GameCube game, this was like my 10 out of 10 husband, like for real. But I'm vibing with Matthew for this version. Yeah, I'm Zaya, dog. What are these emotions? He sounds like someone I actually know. That sucks, man. I wish he could take his glasses off. I hope he does later in the game. So we can see his eyes, see his soul, look into his soul, you know what I'm saying? I like to look into my partner's like whole soul. It's my thing. I also like to listen to their heartbeats. Like I'll lay my head on their chest, listen to their heartbeat. It's really soothing for me, relaxes me. I love listening to someone I love's heartbeat, my significant other's heartbeat. Unlike in this game, I do not like... Oh no, she did not just read me. Unlike in this game, I really do not like running into people when I'm out hiking. But usually I don't, just because I really go to the most remote places. Beautiful. I'm still not over this game for real. I really need to go get like some fertilizer. So so we don't face famine. What? Oh, it's the man. That's a nice way to put it. Wow, instead of flies and making him look just homeless, they gave him this cute hat, butterflies, a more hippie vibe than a homeless man vibe. His cardboard is all cleaned up. He's looking good. I'm happy to see his evolution for real. I'm definitely gonna try and put some type of footage of me playing the Harvest Moon version. I just gotta make sure I can get like a good quality video of it because the GameCube, you know what I'm saying? That's ancient these days. What request did she make? Oh. Could you, her stare is like, let's see, fertilizer. We need fertilizer. Yes, the fertilizer. I guess 20, but you know, I'm not doing the math on this, so how much would that be? Perfect, bring me up. Because we don't want, right now, oh shoot, I meant I was done. It's giving Pokemon. Like, it's just giving Pokemon. The dialogue boxes giving Pokemon. I think he is so... Call horse, call dog, zoom. See, in the game, you could, like, have her bird's eye view. Wow. Beautiful eyes. Make art out of metal. Cool. Why does she look so unimpressed? Wow. So she don't support the artist. Fuck that. Yes, that's what I was talking about. Okay, so to those that are new, I haven't had a handheld console gaming system in years. I just play sport on my laptop, and so my last handheld was like a Nintendo DS. Like, other than my PSP, it was a Nintendo DS. So I'm just like, you know, new to this. Oh wow, didn't even look at me, dog. Did not even look at me. Did not look twice at me, dog. I'm lost in the rain, Lord. Why, dude? Why? Anyways, though, there's definitely hotter suitors. Oh my gosh, the house was really done up. They did really good on this. Hold on, let's look at this real quick. They pretty much stuck to tradition when it comes to his house. I really can't find too many. I think it's good. I love the eyes so much, like for real. So, I definitely would want a guest house like this. I do like this kind of like almost pyramid structure. Yeah, I was about to say, let's zoom out for a little bit. Sheesh. But yeah, so I haven't had a handheld console in a while. So I'm just going off the GameCube version, which, you know, in the GameCube version, you were able to have that zoom in, full screen type of thing. I've noticed that some people are acting like their music is too loud. I guess the commenters are like, can't hear you over the music, whatever. Or is the music loud enough type shit? In my honor and love. But my thing is, that was so beautiful and touching. They're in love. Big dog. The sliding, come on, they could have did It's okay, because you know what? They do that in the GameCube too. But anyways, I don't think usually my videos don't even have music. But I have my background noise, which is my fan. So this music, I feel like it's going to be moderate. You know, from the game, it's going to be moderate, but I feel like it helps. Like, unless it's annoying music, I feel like why shouldn't your music be decent sounding? I do want to hear the narrator, but it's like lately the videos I watch, the man, the host, the owner of the channel is just loud because the music is so far down. But the people who heard or watched the channel when the music was louder and more pronounced, it's so weird. But we're all growing, we're all trying to adapt, get our views and stuff like that. Yeah. Since we saw that loving experience, I'll talk about an experience I had. Let's put this weary traveler to bed. She tired of running around in the rain. Yeah, she tired of running. I don't know what to feed that dog. That's something. I'm like, what do I feed the dog? Man, if I had this much land, and look at this privacy she has. Oh my goodness, the house lights up. That is so pretty. You definitely need to have lights on when you live out there because the Jinn do not play shapeshifters. They do not play whatsoever. Like whatsoever. Gotta have that house reminds me of these toys, these wooden Legos, or whatever the heck they were. They would fit together. So crazy. Life is so crazy. Take her to sleep. Oh. What? I still remember how to cook. Yeah. Oh, it's money making day. So he's gonna feed the dog? Is that what's gonna happen? I'm okay with that. I see the cows eat slower here too. Cause in the game they ate quite a bit. You had to continuously make sure that there was food and stuff in the thing. Where's the milker at? Got it. Smaller distress signs. Let's see what grade of milk that we're getting. B? Yeah, she needs the good fodder so she can get better milk. Yep. I remember that part. Well, might as well let her out. Gotta order her some feed, some good fodder. keep the good fed. Hopefully we'll get some money with this milk. But she gonna need them goods so she can make that good milk. Might as well let the bird out. Fifi! Fifi. Fifi? Before she wasn't in there, but now she is. Look at little Fifi. See, in the GameCube, this field, when you get it, I think it's in Another Wonderful Life, it's built up. But in the first A Wonderful Life, it's not built up. Or something like that, and you gotta struggle to get that thing. Okay. Don't matter to me where the grass goes, guys. So while she's planting grass for these cows, because I do want to get a star cow, start my breeding program. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, although I do want to use just a few of them for the plants, we'll just do these two, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's so cute. Oh, that is so cute. We did that. In the GameCube, it doesn't turn white. It just forms these three ridges. And that's how you know. They look like little mountains. They're like pyramids. So let's plant this grass. So on behalf of that loving experience with the elderly couple, I'm going to share my own spiritual experience that involved some love. You know what I'm saying? I did like a long tea. So, see if she laid any eggs. So, I went thrift store shopping, which I do a lot. And when I was going to the cash register, I saw something that pretty much was a message from Spirit that was like, believing is like, it basically said if you believe you can, you're halfway there. So I try to tell myself, I know I can do this when it comes to manifestation and stuff like that. Or like I know that I can have this or experience sensation that I'm looking for. So, ooh, another cutscene. Why do they keep doing this? I guess this is because, you know, people's stuff and stuff, but I already know. I played Harvest Moon. So anyways, let me get me a sip so I can continue my story. I drink Red Bull because I'm trying to get my sleep schedule back in track. Oh, The elderly woman, where is she? She needs help. Oh, that's the daughter. That's the rich girl. They pretty much did her character the same. She looks literally the same. Oh, wow. Sebastian. The people of this valley seem so friendly and nice. What was I doing? Where was I going? So, anywho, I was thrift store shopping, and all these cutscenes. Is that Bae? Oh, she's cool too. And when I was walking to the cash register after I saw that sign, I looked up toward the ceiling, and there was this rectangle. It was like a translucent, like you could see through it, but it was like a green rectangle of a thing. And it was all encompassing. It took me over, and it kind of like fell on me, basically. And when I went through that, it was like I was in Italy or something, and we were at a food booth or something. Oh, so it is my husband, my grumpy husband. Oh, my very grumpy husband. Oh, I'm so him. You have no idea. I love gray jeans. But yeah, so we were at a food stand, and I was in front of this man that was exuding so much love. It felt like he was an exploding universe, and his aura was just like electric, mid-air. Telepathic energy was just off the charts. And he had sunglasses on, which I think is to like, I think it would, I don't know. It could have been the off-worlders acting up. It could have been, you know, God trying to protect my future, give me free choice. I don't know. But his eyes were covered up. But he was my type. But I'm not going to describe my husband because I don't want y'all to call him my babe for nothing. So, the thing about it is, I was exuding that same love as if I was a universe exploding, and my aura was off the charts, and my telepathic energy was hitting him. And then, in between our two energies was a third energy that was formed between our two energies, which is so crazy. And I just felt all this love from him, and all my love for him, and our mutual love. It was just an amazing experience, and the people around us were speaking a different language I didn't know. Matthew's so considerate. And so it was just, everyone keeps running away from her. She's through me. Oh gosh. So anyways, that was a very loving experience. And the thing is, I came to, still in the store, no time had passed, and I checked out my things, paid for my things. Oh, let me give him some milk. Checked out my things or whatever, and it was just so crazy because how no time passed. Feeling that love that I didn't even know could exist. I just had to sit in my car for a second and get my bearings together. But it's an experience I'll never forget. I really could not believe it. Where did Bae go? I wish he would take two. One of these days I'm gonna be like showing off. Don't know why I have an attraction for him. But yeah. That was my dream. Although it wasn't a dream, it was literally a vision because I was awake, standing in the store, ready to check out. And I didn't pass out, I didn't fall. It was just such a crazy spiritually transformative experience. That was my vision. Oof, sheesh. Socks can be so constricting sometimes. I love that you can do the toggle. What a view. Well, let's go see if we can. Oh, storms of rain. Let's get these animals inside, dogs. Let's get these animals inside, dogs. She needs to be laying some eggs. Maybe she's hungry and that's why. Still no bird feed. The time moves a little bit different, I feel. It feels like it does, but it might not be. Let's go see if we can make some cash. What's about? Let's see what he has. I'm trying to get him to... There's gotta be a quicker way of getting over. Dang, I wish they would have kept the original way of selling because it's a lot quicker. But I wanted him to offer me more money with the bargaining thing, which sometimes he'll do, sometimes he won't. But I'm not gonna keep doing the same old thing. This is the last time I'm gonna try. Alright, he's not budging. Oh well, I'll try. For my farm. Now I'm going to see what this does do for me. I wonder if you can even bargain with him in this version of the game. I don't think he's going. Yeah, he ain't budging. Take the 500, big dog. Take it, big dog. Take it. She said, no, I'm good. Let's do some fishing. Maybe I need to meet her so I can catch them in the digging place so I can start digging. Okay, this is going to take some time to learn how to fish. Okay. I'm trying to catch that big money fish. No, that's definitely Animal Crossing vibes. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's Animal Crossing vibes where you get to see where the shadow of the fish is. In a GameCube game, you don't even see the fish. It just pulls the thing down, the bob down, and that's how you know. This quarter you can see the fish. Very Animal Crossing. I had a spiritual experience during meditation, and I've really been against meditation. Not against, but I definitely was not for meditation. And I had an experience where I just sat down in the lotus position randomly after coming home from work, sitting down, and I literally had a spiritually transformative experience, in and out of body experience. At the time, I didn't know it was an out of body experience, but basically I left the body, I was in that void, but it was immeasurable joy. I still have a somewhat fear of death and pain, thinking about it sometimes I'll have anxiety, but overall, since that time, I've had a lot of out-of-body experiences in between there. And the thing I want to say is, I thought when you left the body that was the thing. That was the point. That was the winning thing. That was what you're supposed to do. And so when I did it the first time, when I actually felt like I did it for the first time, not this time, but I'm talking about on the lotus position when I was sitting on my love seat, when I left my body on the couch, laying down on my back, I had an out-of-body experience. I thought that I would be done. I thought there would be a parade. I thought there would be this big thing. Life was still hard. Life is still sometimes very difficult, but it's also very easy in some moments. So, very easy in some moments my life is. And I'm grateful for that. The Holy Spirit knows I am. But at the moment, at that time, I thought, I was trying to get back to his shop. But at the time, I was really kind of down that leaving the body wasn't all I had to do, because I really thought that was the pinnacle, the peak, as we say these days now. So what happened was, the first time when I left my body, when I was sitting in the lotus position on my love seat, I was just in the void, felt tremendous joy, a joy that really was crazy because it was just immeasurable joy, basically. Um, and no one said anything. I do oftentimes wonder if I'll remember more later on, but nobody said anything. I was about to milk my cow, and they keep calling me away from playing the game. But anyhow, are we gonna talk about the pond spirit, the forest spirit, the spring sprite? But the goddess, yes, the spring goddess. She got lost. The spring goddess got lost. There's a lot of stuff that needs to happen before the goddess can come here. I remember the scene in Harvest Moon. Oh, the graphics are snapping. As a Harvest Moon fan, this is amazing. I'm definitely gonna be playing my GameCube. I'm gonna try and record that, but it's gotta be good quality or I'm not gonna upload that ish. But that when I left my body the first time and I was in the void with immeasurable joy, no one said anything and I just came back too. Not that I passed out, but like I just came back and I just went about my day, and for a long time I didn't even really change. I mean, I told people about it and I was like, if that's what death is, we're gonna be okay and stuff like that. You know, people did listen to me at the job I was working at that time. And they don't even drop me back off to where they took me from. That's crazy, dog. But then, when I had the out-of-body experience laying on my couch while I was on my back, that was what I thought was my first out-of-body experience. But that let me know that my first out-of-body experience was when I was in a lotus position on my love seat in the lotus position. So traveling out of the body happens and you go about your day, and it doesn't take that long. It can be done in an instant. So what is the point of meditation? I still don't know personally, but I know that it was freaking possible to leave your body. But my thing is, I'm really lucky that they've let me leave the body as often as they have. I don't know if that means or not. Because I do be wanting to go. Like I really do. I guess that man is gonna feed him. It's Floppy want. What's Floppy want? Sloopy. I don't know. I don't know what it all means. Well, I'm glad they don't make you feed a dog. And the grass grows so quick. That's great. We'll definitely avoid famine this time because I lost a bull to that. He got sick. I couldn't get the medicine in time. He died over and over because the way I had saved the game, she always woke up on the day that he died. There was just no saving him. And I know this is the game, but that was so drama. It was so crazy. Only my homegirl at the time understood. So now let's do and get some milk. Ooh, Dina, Dina, Dina. Love you, Dina. Hi, Dina. So about these out-of-body experiences, since they're not the end-all be-all, what are they for? What can they do for us then? Just going off my experiences and the benefits I've gotten from out-of-body experience, which really, I'm still kind of, I mean, I'm not even kind of, I just am an amateur, okay? Like, I've had about, I would say more than 5 or 6 out-of-body experiences, but less than a dozen. So, I'm far from an expert, full disclosure. But the benefits I've gotten were increased resiliency uh, through the struggles and the hells of life and of myself. That's so important. That's so important. I want to get into this. So first of all, I did beat myself up more when I made terrible, immoral mistakes that went against my morals. Now, as a business owner, I own multiple businesses at this point in my life. For my products, I don't price them more than what I can afford. Like if I can't afford my own products that I want, you know what I'm saying? Then I don't assume my customers can't. So I always try to do affordable pricing and reasonable pricing. But I respect my time and my effort because it takes a lot to draw. And my photography is my vision. It's my view. I'm sharing myself with the world. I'm sharing my perspective of the world with the world, with you guys. And so in life and in business, when things were going wrong as my perception of I was doing wrong, immoral in my life, not in business, because I've always been moral and lawful in my business. But just at home, I was just having a terrible time with myself and beating myself up for past mistakes, beating myself up for past sins, even if they were already resolved. I just have a hard time letting go and forgiving, and forgiving, and forgiving. I have such a hard time forgiving. Such a hard time forgiving. I used to be a nasty thing. I used to be cutthroat with my mouth and my words and arguments. I used to be manipulative in my relationships. And, I learned, I grew, you know what I'm saying? I've had some really patient exes. Did she just slip in the water? Or is it because, oh wow. Wow. So in the GameCube version, you cannot do this. You have to walk all the way around. I didn't even know. I thought she had just got slipped in the water or it had glitched. Because in Spore, you got modes, you can glitch it. But wow, that is so cool. Nice. Really nice. I like that. So, that just distracted me. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So, I've made some changes. Made some real changes. With the benefits of leaving my body, the reason I say things have changed is because you get a grander perspective. You get an outside view perspective. God communicates in strange ways. The angels communicate in strange ways. Your own soul and consciousness and psyche communicates with you in strange ways. Ways that you wouldn't, nice. Ways that you couldn't have guessed about or imagined. It's kind of like how you know it's real. And they speak to you like the universe and the spirits will speak to you in real life. Like I've gotten signs, people will say like a ghost, if they visit you, they'll leave something physical by your nightstand or your pillow or whatever, just somewhere they know you'll look. And that happened to me too. Like I would have experiences and then I would find jewelry that would reflect the physical experience that I had in the spirit realm, if that makes sense. So the physical will reflect the spiritual, the actual physical sensation and visual of the spiritual experience. So I had a spiritually transforming experience where I saw a huge white orb or soul, I call them non-polarians, with a blue background. I have a necklace that reflects that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just stuff like that. And let me see, what else? So out of body experiences, how do they affect you? What can they do for you? What are they for? With my personal experience, something that I can say, patience, at least a greater attention to my impatience. You know what I mean? Uh, we all have that angel and devil on our shoulder. I just hear the angel a lot more, is what I'm trying to say. When I'm impatient or angry, I'm not managing and regulating my emotions with critical thinking and emotional intelligence, and not just disengaging from the problem instead of engaging with the problem, which only stresses me out, makes me more angry, then makes me feel like crap later, makes me feel like I don't deserve things. It'll stop me from praying because I'll think I don't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's a disgusting thing. So I skip it lately. I skip it. And when I can't disengage, I count, I sing, I'll just tell myself no. Like I will have to literally talk to myself in my inner monologue to regulate myself, to be cool, to keep my cool. Oh my gosh, look at it. Look at him, look at him go. Look at him go. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Oh. They are so funny for this. He said, get out my way, B. Anywho's. So they serve. They might not be the end all be all, but out of body experiences serve. Even if you don't always remember everything that happened, it will serve you because it widens up your brain. It widens up your consciousness, your psyche. You can't help it. It's impossible not to be affected by it, I think. Because the love is like high key real. And that type of love that's over there, it really don't exist here. Like I've been done wrong by people I have literally loved. And I know I'm not special or the only one, but I'm just speaking from my experience. I've been done so wrong. I did not know that any type of love like I experienced out of body could ever exist in this world. And I still haven't found it in this world. I just happen to experience it while I'm in this world. So that's possible, you guys. That's possible. Bean. Bean. And the way I meditate there's really no distinction between meditation and meditating to leave the body. When I leave my body, it's a gift. That's really how I see it. They don't always do it, and I'm thankful that they don't always take me on the body, because sometimes I'm not in the mood to deal with God. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm really angry. Sometimes I'm angry at myself for putting me in this life, and so sometimes I just take a minute. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just take a second to meditate, and I'm not a frequent meditator, but I'm working on it. But when I do meditate, I'll take a minute and I'll just think of something that I like. An alien landscape. I'll just leave this world for a while. But sometimes they'll take me out of that and take me to the spiritual realm. And then sometimes they'll impart their message gently or something. Or sometimes they'll just leave me alone to do my own thing. Let's see. Oh, I gotta ask him to dig. In the game, you can ask either one of them, I think, to dig. Or, actually, it might just be him. I don't know. So, wish it would skip to the next plot like it did and everything else. So, what the heck was I talking about, y'all? Oh yeah, meditating to leave the body versus regular meditation. So both the meditations, I don't know if there's a distinction for some people, but for me it's just meditation. So when they do take me out, it's like sometimes it's instant. One time I did lay on my back on my living room floor for 5 minutes, and then they just randomly, I was just randomly out of body. The transition between from out of body to spirit is so smooth, so instant. This is weird. Usually, if something comes up, are they making it harder to dig? In the GameCube game, I would have been found something by now. That's crazy. So anyways, it's so smooth, the transition from out of body to in spirit, that sometimes I don't always notice it. And so I can't say what I do to meditate to leave the body and what I do just to regular meditate. I did recently my first item. A bone. Oh, I hope he lets me keep it. Oh wow, we're out of time. But I did have a recent meditation where I used meditation music. I've never done that before. And I did even have an out-of-body experience with that. That's the thing I thought you couldn't listen to music or be high and meditate. But I have found that you can meditate, and it's literally come as you are. Yes, I get to keep the thingy. So, oh, it's a fork. It's a golden fork. Cool beans. So it's like, I want to find a place where I can actually dig and keep what I find. But I don't have a way to answer that question. When I meditate, and just like last time, more recently, when I listened to my music and left the body, you can listen to music and leave the body, because I didn't hear the music when I was out of body. I promise you I didn't. And I didn't have any sense of my body at all. I have looked out of body once back on my body, but that was with the with the off-worlders. So it was like an astral thing where I could see my body. But in that experience, I didn't even know what I was looking at. I didn't know, first of all, life, okay? I didn't know what life was, then, let alone a human being, then, let alone that the body that's in front of me is me. It was a shock when I found out that it was me that I was looking at. The human body was in front of me. I didn't even know it was me. I was in awe that was me. And like a video game, I tried to get the body to smile, but it was in pain, so it wasn't smiling, it was grimacing. And so then, because it was, on an abduction table, I call them invitations, but I was with the off-worlders. Off-worlders being what humans call aliens, but I've just come to call them off-worlders. And I call the abductions, the would-be abductions, invitations, because that's just how I look at it. But, so the body was in its own thing, and then I finally got it to stick its tongue out, which gave me great joy. But it was like a video game character for me. I really took time to figure out that was me and all this extra stuff. Where's the milk at I just had? There we go. So yeah. And, oh, yours, babe. But yeah, so out of body stuff, I'm gonna talk to him. He's so sweet. Out of body stuff can serve you. Meditations, there could be a meditation specifically for out of body, but I don't know it yet. I tend to leave it up to the discretion of my soul and my God, my creator. in the universe whenever it wants to play around, I guess. I remember he liked fish in the GameCube version. I wonder if he still likes fish. Cool, definitely still likes fish. And unlike Bay, I think this guy will take the fish twice. Yeah. With Matthew, I have to it's either once a day or I have to wait. Basically, each time I milk her that long before I can actually gift him. But I think I can gift him twice. It's getting dark. I'm gonna put my babies back inside the crib. Back inside the cribs. Yes. Yes. I'm going to put them back inside the cribs. So anyways, basically when you have out-of-body experiences, there will be signs to make sure that you know that it was actually real. And it'll be to your individuality. I don't really meditate often, and I definitely don't really meditate, high or anything, but I know that I can, since I was able to do it to music, which the most recent time I did do it to music again, meditate, I didn't leave the body, I was just with myself. But I be having visions and stuff, so it just depends on what you define as out of body, because I've had visions as a seer, but it doesn't necessarily feel like I left the body, but it will feel like I went somewhere else conscious-wise. But I've really never looked back at my body, like I said. Apart from that time I was with the off-worlders, I don't typically turn around and look at the body when I leave the body. I do remember one time I was in this place, I had left the body because I'll slip out sometimes. Like I will literally slip out and, there was this one time I slipped out and it was as if I was if you have siblings, you'll know how this feels. Or even if you have a close friend and y'all grew up together, you'll know how this feels. Because y'all are still siblings. Y'all can be siblings without being blood related. Now, I'm just going to say my opinion on this. I don't deal with the half-brother, half-sibling, half-sister stuff. Unless it's like step-sister, step-brother type thing. If we share blood, in my opinion, just me, we're siblings, we're brothers, we're related. Like, do you need to be 51% related to me for me to call you my brother or to help you out? I just don't understand that. But I know it's to each their own, because I have people in my family that do the half-brother thing, and it's a significant thing. Like, it's a significant thing. You can't ask for too much because it's only half. But I feel like the off-worlders are hybrids. Like, some of them have, half alien gene, half human gene. But to me, in my experience, what they have expressed to me is that they're still human. And in my opinion, not only are they just human, but they should be treated as fully blooded human beings, because in my opinion, they are fully blooded human beings. How much DNA do you have to be considered a human being? 2%? 39%? 58%? Like, come on now. I just call them off-worlders because they're human beings from a different world. So, they had me on that table or whatever, and I guess I just popped out of my body. But during that particular experience, when I was, able to look back at my body through what I felt like astral travel or whatever. Well, astral travel was kind of like exploring dimensions and stuff, and I was in a different space. But I just mean I was out of body, but I was beside myself. And so that's kind of like why I kind of call it astral, or tend to call it that. But, flexible stuff. We're flexible around here. This is a safe space, you know what I'm saying? All the opinions of the people the opinions of the people will be respected. So anyways, I was like out of body once and I had just slipped. And I was in this gray mist, like being inside of like a early morning cloud. And it wasn't dark or anything, it was very illuminated, but just like a gray cloud, a gray fog or whatever, very peaceful. And I was about to say, no, I hope it didn't crash. That's how you know I play Spore. But she needed to go to bed actually. But I was about to fish. So I'm in front of this being, and they typically wear hoodies around me. These like cloaks and hoods, but not scary, just interesting. And I really want to say it's kind of like the same being that's just composed of energy. And it'll have a hood on, so it'll be dark, like darkness in the hood, but it's like a real energy, like consciousness. It's literally like looking someone in the face. It's really no different, even though it sounds scary. Excuse me. So he was like, oh, I hope I get to see this creature. So it was like in front of me, but taller than me. And I don't know what we were up to, but he was like really funny. And I just get the energy, the feeling that it was a nasty energy. But I was smiling. Like I was like, I wonder what makes them put the bird outside versus in the... So when it's raining, it goes in the fence. But when it's not raining, it goes out. Is what I'm assuming. So anyways, but I'm going to put it in the fence so I know where the heck it is. So I was like laughing. And it was pretty much the feeling of like a mischievous older sibling or friend, older friend of mine or whatever. And we were basically like up to no good. I don't even know what we were doing or planning to do. But I feel like she's an off-worlder because she's there with me a lot sometimes. I want to say her archetype, I can't believe I'm mispronouncing this word. Her type of character is always around. I don't know why, but she's like the elected authority figure of when I'm, hey, I wonder what happened to the water that used to be here where you could wash them. But anyways, I really like this. I would have this on my own property if I could. A stone that can hold this water. I think that would be so cute. Even if I didn't have no... Maybe I could put fishies in there on my own property someday. Anywho. So... he was there and I was there. And I don't even know what we were getting up to. But she barged in. And she's like a slightly older woman, pretty much the same age as me. I'm not even gonna say slightly older. Same age as me, wears glasses, lighter complexion, and just I don't know why she's the authority figure, but I've known her for a long time. Her authority is unspoken, as in, I see her handling big things. And it's like I don't question her for real. And so she kind of like barged in as if knocking down this cloud door. And so cute. And I instantly, oh, so cute. I instantly sent myself back into the body. So effing crazy. Like I instantly, and she barged and like slammed that cloud door open. He looked back. I sent myself back. It was literally like mom caught us jumping on the couch, eating candy, talking on the phone after midnight, like just crazy-ish. And I believe that was an out-of-body experience that is connected with the off-worlders. And if you listen to a lot of near-death experiences or people who have had spiritually transformative experiences, such as myself, there's a lot of extraterrestrial intervention or intervening associated with that. A whole bunch. Just makes me think about life. I got to see some of those Artemis pics, and seeing all those stars was like so amazing. Are you not gonna let me dig? So I see the stars a little bit in my city, but you know, not much. Nothing like the Artemis mention. But I'm planning on going to a site where I can see some stars and get some content. And just so I can see some amazing sights. What are we going to find in the dirt today? Super cool dogs. Super cool dogs. I miss having a boyfriend. I miss having a boyfriend. I miss the company of a woman. Right now, it's a bisexual T-girl. This is who I am. And this is who you're gonna get. My homeboy, he's been with trans men. And I need to be like real about the differences between my community. T-girls can be pre-op, post-op. Pre-op is pre-operation, post-op is post-operation. Trans men can be pre-op and post-operation. And so a trans man can be a man with their biological... Am I even allowed to say that word on these sites, on these apps? Their private parts, their natural private parts that they came with can still be there even though they're a trans man. And, you know, to each their own. I know some people will never respect someone's pronouns or whatever. Personally, this is just me. I've dealt with some BS with pronouns. Like, I never cared about pronouns, but people felt so obligated to get pronouns right that they were just overly respectful, if that makes sense, to the point that it was just annoying and offensive, because it's like, respect me saying that I don't care about the pronouns, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just, ugh. I had one experience at a restaurant that I won't name, where the cashier asked me what my pronouns were. And when I told the person, they frowned and was like, so like looking like WTF. And I'm like, why even ask if you already know you are going to be triggered by this? Like, I didn't need you to ask that. We didn't even need to do this. We could have talked about the weather. I pay for my food and we go. You know what I'm saying? I hope he lets me keep this. So, anyways, though. Nice. In the Harvest Moon version, I would always give the crystals to my kid. Pretty much everything I found, I would just give to my kid. In the GameCube version. Now that I know he's going to take. Excuse me. My rebel went down the wrong pipe. see if we can find one more artifact so we can sell something good and make some cash. So we can get that bull. So we can start this breeding program. One thing I like about being a human is that I fit in my chair. I love how we can just be, we're all like in our game chairs, fitting in our game chairs. Like, and if you're short like me, my feet are literally on the game chair. My feet are not touching the ground right now. My knees are right here by the desk. And I am so comfortable. I love being able to fit in these little spaces like this. Like, humans look so cute and funny when we fit into these little spaces like this. I'm done digging. All done. I knew that's what they were going to take. Did y'all see his wide freaking gaping mouth? You pay me for that, man. You pay me for that. Alright now. This is so cool that you can take this way. I've lost interest in that man. My heart belongs to another. Dina! I'm glad they kept the cow so cute. So we found this. Found this. Found a little crystal. Clay figure. Leaf fossil. Golden fork. Big fishes. Big fishes. Milks. 11 milks. That would be good money. Yep, doing pretty good. I wish this chicken would lay some eggs. Because in the game they would just lay eggs, but I think she needs a rooster. I don't know if I remember in the game correctly if they always needed a rooster or not. I don't remember. Thank y'all for joining me here at Eternal Dawn Designs for another stream, another gameplay session. As always, check me out at Eternal Dawn Designs at TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Etsy. God bless y'all, and as always, stay up. And we back. New animal, my chicken.